Yo, what's up guys? In today's video I got a bunch of Chicago Bulls news and rumors, specifically on all the trade rumors and the Chicago Bulls off-season plans. But before I jump into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also leave a like below today's video, it takes a second and it helps me out a lot. And some comments and questions below today's video talking about the recent NBA draft moves and signings the Bulls have made, and what you guys think and want the Chicago Bulls to do in this upcoming off-season. Also, speaking of the draft, check out my last video if you guys missed it. I was talking about how the Bulls did sign Justin Lewis, and I was also breaking down Dalen Terry's game and just how he's excited and very happy the Bulls did draft him. But either way, let's just jump right into today's video, because speaking of the draft, right after the draft, the Bulls GM Mark Eversley, he was talking to the media and he gave out a bunch of plans, a bunch of news, a bunch of rumors and updates. And this first topic, I did touch on it in my last video, but he did say that the Chicago Bulls are focused on adding rim protection to complement Vuce. Said that could be addressed via free agency or on the trade market. You know, I expect the Bulls to be very busy and active on the NBA trade market, and many other NBA insiders do as well. I mean, Mark Eversley just said they're looking to add, I'd say, a center or a more better power forward next to Vuce. You know, the quote that I really see and the key part of this is that they say to complement Vuce. And it wouldn't surprise me if the Bulls go out to maybe sign another center or power forward to replace Patrick Williams at the 4. Who knows? It does seem like the Bulls are trying to pair Vuce with another big man. I know that whole experiment didn't really go well when Vuce and Tristan Thompson did play minutes together, but it'll definitely be interesting to see what the Bulls do in this offseason. I mean, the Bulls have obviously been linked and rumored to Rudy Gobert for weeks now. I never really expected a trade to go down. A bunch of NBA insiders really expected a trade to happen on draft night, but Casey Johnson said all those rumors were pretty much just overstated and overblown. I'm still 50-50 on the whole Rudy Gobert situation, but the Chicago Bulls have also been linked and connected to Mitchell Robinson for weeks now. He's definitely an interesting fit. I don't know how him and Vuce would start together, say that does happen. I like him as a backup, but I do believe he might get paid from another NBA team, and I believe he wants to be a starting center in the NBA. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, free agency is right around the corner. I'll be keeping you guys updated on all the rumors and signings. But other than that, Mark Eversley, he did say that the team has taken several calls on several players around the league. That's good to see. I mean, I think it's obvious. This Bulls front office is always aggressive, always looking to make this roster better. And also, just to keep a little heads up on, the Bulls do have their trade exception worth about $5 million from last year's trade with Daniel Theis. Just keep that in mind. It does expire on July 7th, and with the Bulls already kind of lacking, I'd say, assets and money in this upcoming offseason, I believe it would be very hard for the Chicago Bulls just letting an asset like that just fall by the wayside. I'm very interested to see what they will do with that. I mean, they've been holding on to that for about a year now. And speaking of the Rudy Gobert trade rumors, Mark Eversley was commenting on the trade rumors and free agency, and he did say this is the time of the year when everything starts to turn. He wouldn't comment on Rudy Gobert specifically, but says they will be taking calls all summer and trying to improve this team, and I love to hear that. I think it's obvious. This team, when healthy, was really good. Obviously, we didn't see them stay healthy and play that many games together. Hopefully, Lonzo Ball is, improving. I saw Mark Eversley gave a little comment on that. I plan to make a future video covering that situation, but I'm really excited. I'm happy with what the Bulls did on NBA draft night. Definitely let me know below today's video your thoughts on the draft picks, the Bulls signing Justin Lewis, and obviously them probably deciding not to trade for Rudy Gobert. I truly believe all the Rudy Gobert and DeAndre Ayton to Bulls rumors are pretty much dead at this point. I feel like the best bet for the Bulls right now is Mitchell Robinson, but I could be wrong. You really never know what Mark Eversley and Arturas have up their sleeves. And also, speaking of some more recent trade rumors that just came out, obviously, there's been a lot of trade rumors surrounding Rudy Gobert, and recently there's been some talk about how Kevin Durant isn't really happy with the Brooklyn Nets and the whole Kyrie Irving situation, and a Bulls insider did comment on this whole situation. He said, forget about Rudy Gobert. We've seen KD wearing that Bulls jersey and Sox hat. You can bet AK will make a bid if Durant demands a trade out of Brooklyn. And I know I've seen a lot of comments on Twitter, on Facebook, just everywhere about the Bulls possibly trading for him. Let me just first off say I plan to make a future video really breaking it down, but I just feel like as of right now it's very unlikely. But you know how the NBA is, things can change fast. I mean, KD, he's talked very highly about Chicago these past few seasons now. I know he's really good friends with Zach LaVine. You know, they played on Team USA. I also saw, I think it was earlier this offseason or maybe last year, Kevin Durant and Dalen Terry were working out together. So that's pretty cool to see as well. The Bulls' young draft pick obviously working out with a Hall of Famer. That's definitely interesting. I'll definitely make a future video on it, but I just highly doubt KD does leave. But who knows? You never know in the NBA. And the final topic in today's video, like I said, I expect the Bulls to be very active and very busy on the trade market, especially with that trade exception expiring coming up quick. And according to an NBA insider, the Chicago Bulls have had their eyes on John Collins for years now, and the Chicago Bulls are reportedly thinking big and keeping tabs on Atlanta Hawks for John Collins per league sources. And I think it's obvious Chicago is trying to upgrade the size, rebounding, and perimeter shooting this offseason. John Collins, I believe he does all those really well. He is only 24 years old, and there has been a lot of rumors surrounding his name, honestly, for the past year or so, but there has been a lot of rumors coming out saying how the Hawks are looking to move on from him. I mean, Collins, he's 6'9". He's one of the 7 players to average at least 16 points and 7 rebounds while shooting 36% or better from beyond the arc last season. And per Bleacher Report, he did say Collins was a player the Hawks are most interested in moving during an appearance on a recent podcast. I know Bulls fans have really wanted the Bulls to trade for him for a while now. Don't get me wrong, I really like him. I feel like he would fit pretty well next to Vooch, but I just don't know about his contract, and it does seem like the Hawks are asking for a lot. Executives have been telling Heavy.com's Sean Devey that the Hawks are considering everything and that the Bulls have been taking notice on John Collins. And of course, like I just said, there does appear to be a catch. The Bulls have had their eyes on for John Collins for a while now, but he did say he doesn't think they're willing to give up what it takes to get him. This is pretty much the same situation as the Rudy Gobert rumors. I believe the Bulls are really interested in Rudy Gobert. He's probably the best center in the NBA. Obviously, he would instantly help out this team, but that contract, and I think it's pretty obvious. The Bulls and Artur specifically do not want to trade Patrick Williams at all. That was his real first move as working with the Bulls and everything like that, drafting him, his baby. I just feel like the Bulls aren't going to trade Patrick Williams, and I'm fine with that. I like Patrick Williams. If he can just stay healthy, I like the pairing of him and Vooch at the power forward and center position. I just feel like a John Collins trade isn't likely. I do expect the Bulls to add a center, probably on the trade market. They have that trade exception from Daniel Tice, or in free agency. I could still see Coby White getting shopped. There's been trade rumors surrounding his name since he's honestly got drafted to the Bulls, and especially on draft night, there was a lot of rumors about how the Bulls were trying to move him and the pick to move up or move down. Let me know what you guys expect the Bulls to do on the trade market and in this upcoming offseason below today's video. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Have a good one.